Kabiyesi decides to take action against Olori Mariam. Yes, Kabiyesi decides finally to take action against Olori Mariam because of some of the issues that she's bringing up in the palace that are really not necessary. We know that before now there's been so much happening in the palace that has made Olori Mariam to be at loggerheads with Queen Naomi. Hello people, welcome to D&Z TV, the place where every information that is good, that is sweet, that is legitimate, we bring it to you hot and spicy. So right about now, we are here to bring to you some very interesting information that, it depends. Interesting depending on the geographical side you're coming from. For those who are lovers of Naomi, it's going to be interesting. But for those who are lovers of Olori Mariam, they are not really going to like it. That is because the Ooni of Ife has really made up his mind that right about now he is not going to take it kindly with anybody who sits back to downgrade or bring down Queen Naomi. For a very long time now, the Ooni of Ife has been trying to pacify everybody by making sure he carries them along. But guess what? The more he tries, the more they seem not to like it. The more he tries to bring them together, the more he tries to make peace to reign in the palace, the more these women tend to give him issues, which has actually made him to look as if he is a weakling. Yes, they've made him to look as if he's a weakling and he doesn't have a say. But right now, he has decided to put his foot step forward to make them know that he is actually the Imperial Majesty, the Ojaja II, the Ooni of Ife. This move is actually very strategic because he has even gone as far as involving the Ibira women, who, as a matter of fact, are the only people that have the capacity and level to call back Olori Mariam in some of her excesses. Miriam's excesses need to be curbed. Yes, Miriam's excesses just needs to be curbed. We cannot always allow her have her that day. How can she? I can't even imagine how she can just sit down and begin to determine who enters the Ojaja Mall and who doesn't enter the Ojaja Mall. I don't know. Does it really make any logical sense? It doesn't make any logical sense. It has even gone to the level whereby people are now even beginning to say Ooni should control himself. Ooni should control himself. They say let them go and they are all evil, that they want peace and they will control the king. Nobody can control the king. No matter how tough, no matter how difficult, no matter how elegant Mariam thinks she can control the king, she can never control the king. She can't control the king at all. This has even made people to now come out to even advise Naomi that Naomi, please don't listen to any of Mariam family. They will start crying for you to forgive their daughter. She's a witch. She has to be in jail. Take your son for checkup. Maybe she already take blood from your son. Please don't take it easy with Mariam. She has to be in prison for the things she has done. You see, people are actually beginning to come up to speak for what they feel is the right thing. It's not possible for us to continue in this level and dimension and allow things to go south. It is said that a goat does not give birth to a child in tatters. No matter how when elders are, a goat is not supposed to deliver with a rope tied on its neck. It's very abnormal, and it's very it's a sacrilege for a goat to put to bed when there's a noose around its neck. So it is not possible for the Ooni of Ife to be in the palace and things begin to happen the way they're happening. That is why the Ibira women, the elders council, the Ifa priest, and everybody who means well for the palace have all been getting involved to see and make sure that things go well. We cannot just always continue to listen to people blab. People just come say what they want, and every news that is not even worthy begins to come up. Last week we actually reported to you how Tobi, how there was a calculated attempt at disrupting the peace of Queen Naomi, by going to the school to carry Prince Tade. Now people are beginning to wonder that how can Prince Tade, as he is with all the security apparatus that is put in place, being whisked out of the school without anybody's intention. But now it was now reported that that thing was actually an inside thing. Yeah, it's an inside thing, and all fingers are being pointed to the fact that Tobi Phillips has a hand in it. Tobi Phillips just has a hand in it because the intent to commit crime is really, really there. The intent to commit crime is there because of late she's been trying to battle her pregnancy scam so much. She's been trying to battle her pregnancy scam. She's trying to only requested for a DNA. And since she does not readily have the DNA, she's trying to do everything humanly possible to make sure that she gets a DNA that is going to match that of the king. And the only DNA that can match that of the king is if she now finally gets the DNA of Tade. So this actually gives us concern. It actually gives us concern because if she continues like this, there's nothing as bad as somebody who is desperate. You see, a desperate person can actually do anything. A desperate person can do anything to remain relevant. A desperate person can go as far as spying everybody in the palace just because they need to prove a point. Just because they just need to prove a point that, see, you know what, this thing you're talking about, we have the capacity, we have the level to take it to a logical conclusion and logical end. And the way it is right now, people are coming from all walks of life to give Naomi some good counsel. So counsel in the sense that they know that, as a matter of fact, right now she needs counsel. He say now people are even saying Queen Naomi should employ a PA that will answer her calls, and please that she should stay away from all those Olori's ramifications. So yes, so church ushers should be alert. These Oloris, their mercenaries should be stopped. You see, mercenaries are going to come from different angles and different levels. They are going to come from different places, even in church, because the fact that Prince Tade is in problem does not mean that Naomi will stop carrying out her spiritual duties. She's still going to be carrying out her spiritual duties, but it is just pertinent to know that she needs to apply extra caution and care. She needs to apply extra caution and care. She needs to just sit up and make sure he puts an eagle eye on the Ooni of Ife's heir apparent, who is Prince Tade. You see, it is said that the man with the ball gets the attack. It is said that the mango that is ripe gets the attack. You see, anything that is good, anything that is genuine, anything that is set aside, anything that is meant to bring good luck must definitely pass series of attacks. That is why Olori Naomi has been having all the serious attacks she's been having. If you notice other wives, you know that nobody's even saying anything about them. That is because they have no economic value to the palace. The only person that has economic value to the palace is Queen Naomi, and that's not far-fetched. She gave birth to the first legitimate son of the Ooni of Ife, who invariably is the heir apparent of the palace. That alone is enough reason to make us know that she is a special person. And apart from that, she's also a very spiritually minded person. And Ooni does not joke with spirituality. Spirituality and the throne go hand in hand. So Ooni will do everything in his capacity and level to see and make sure that the palace is being protected. The palace ideologies, the palace idiosyncrasies will be protected to its logical conclusion. And with this, you find out that no weapon born of a woman can actually bring or affect the Ooni, because the Ooni is the Ojaja too of the kingdom. Alright, thank you so much for this. Is how far we'll go. If you've not subscribed to the channel, quickly subscribe to the channel, comment on the notification button, like and share. And if there's just anything you want to talk about on this channel, let us know. And guess what? We will talk about it. Alright, thank you and see you some other time. Bye bye.